just the high-performance Subaru models that seize the affections of brand loyalists. Offerings like the Outback and the Forester are loved too, with owners seeming to hang on to them forever. Surf4cars. In December last year, we welcomed the Outback Diesel into our fleet for a month-long extended test period. Join us as we take a look at how it fared. This model sits at the top of the Outback range and it costs 469,000 Rand. For that you do get plenty of gear, including leather upholstery with ventilation holes to prevent a sweaty back, Bluetooth, a reverse camera and dual zone climate control. There's a sunroof too, which we're particularly thankful for at this time, as it allows us to express our affections for the e-tolling system. But some gripes have surfaced. For the price, it would be nice to have auto-locking doors, but Subaru says that's a safety hazard. And this Bluetooth system isn't the most responsive. It does take a while to suss out. One of the best parts of this Outback is that diesel boxer engine up front, and it's mated to Subaru's Lineartronic CVT gearbox. It's a combination that actually works quite well, like Christmas and mince pies. Now we've put just under 600 kilometers on the trip meter, but our range readout still says we can go for another 500 kilometers before the next refuel, which is pretty brilliant. And then of course, because it's a Subaru, you've got that all-wheel drive system doing its job, which is quite assuring given the recent rainy weather. Yes, it's a wagon on stilts, but it really does make some SUVs look quite silly because it's got a ground clearance of 213 millimeters. That's impressive. Also praiseworthy is the ride. The suspension has greater height and travel to give it some off-road ability, but it evades a wallowing feeling. Driving that stretch of the M1 freeway over the Oxford Road Bridge with those notorious jarring ridges in the road, we waited for the customary thunk. It never came. The Outback has a more accomplished ride than some SUVs costing more. Its massive boot experienced thorough exploitation, with everything that ensues over the silly season. Gifts were swallowed and the family pet set happily en route to many a Zoo Lake play session. The seats were also folded flat to accommodate 2 tables for a birthday party, and adeptly carried a load of unwanted stuff from a year-end cleanup. This hallmark of versatility is, after all, what attracts faithfuls to Subaru wagons. When we took delivery of the Outback, it had 8,545 kilometers on the odometer. It has since hit 10,545 kilometers, and our time with the versatile wagon has been mostly trouble-free. An unceremonious bang marked its arrival at 10,000 kilometers due to a sizable pothole. Thankfully, there is a full-size spare wheel. Recently, the diesel particulate filter light has flashed intermittently. It's usually remedied after a stint on the freeway at speeds over 80 kilometers an hour, which helps free up some of the clogging that happens due to city driving. It's now due for a service, covered by maintenance plan, and we'll be following up on the diesel particulate filter light, so be sure to check out our final story on the Surf4cars website. With over 10,000 kilometers on the odometer and a 2013 registration, this Outback has achieved demo status. On our website you'll find similar examples, and notably there's one model with 12,500 kilometers on the clock going for 399,900 Rand. That's nearly 70,000 Rand below the new list price. The big and frugal Scooby is a comfortable companion that's easy to live with, and each time we hop out of the saddle, we're left soothed by its dependable nature. We're going to miss it. Thank you for joining us on another Surf4cars review. You can check out some of our other videos here, and please get social with us on Facebook, Google+, and Twitter. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you want more information on the car featured here, check out the description below where there's a link to the full assessment on the Surf4cars website.
Surf4cars.